game almost petering out, Andy, into its inevitable conclusion. So the Jets can get a consolation goal here. It's past Nathan Coe. Taggart can't quite scramble it over the line, and for that, credit must go to Daniel Mullen.
A little burst from Ruben Zadkovic sent heart palpitations through the victory camp. Stella beaten, Coe sucked in, and then Daniel Mullen stretching. Much more desperate today, the victory, doesn't it show?
Arlo's corner, into the near post by Naboo. Kepa can't control the follow-up. Now here come the victory on the counter through Marco Rojas. Stella in support on the right. Rojas has tumbled over. Jets back in numbers. Stella still on the ball. Galloway. Delevsky. Broxham. Rojas lets it run. Milligan. Too narrow for the victory to find a way through. Broxham. Naboo. Able to link up with Rojas.
Well, they haven't finished off the way one might have expected or the victory fans hoped. I'm not sure if that's going to be a point of consternation at all for Postecoglou. No point being greedy. This is a good response out of last week. However, he will be pushing his players to have an attitude of relentlessness, particularly when so many advantages have been earned or afforded you. Have just hit a little bit of a cul-de-sac in the closing moments to be understood, I guess.
A bit of frustration there from the fans towards Francesco Stella as well, that he didn't release Marco Rojas first time. In fairness, I'm not sure whether Rojas was onside. Final minutes of normal time here at Amy Park. Pitch now fully bathed in shadow.
What a key fortnight coming up for all the clubs, Simon, but Melbourne victory in particular, given what we're watching tonight. Brisbane away, Sydney FC away, will determine how realistic their chances for top two are. They're at home to Perth after that, and then away to Wellington, but the next fortnight will determine if they're playing for the double chance or whatever advantage there is for the top two places.
Actually, a bit of a hospital ball for Lee Broxham. Okay, that's in at 100 miles an hour. Vera gets it to clear. Only Taggart forward for the Jets. Breaks for Jesic. 3 minutes of stoppage time as Marlo Ribeiro unleashes. All the sting taken out of it by Adrian Leia. Delevsky. Stella. Lays it off. Stella. Still Francesco Stella. On the ball out of play. Linesman indicates he did. Goal kick. To sum it up for us, Andy, you've said it's been a good response from the victory. Just what Ange Postecoglou would have demanded. Yeah. There were a few questions last week as to whether the patient was sick.
Well, they certainly weren't feeling very well. But it was a more complete performance right from the start. They needed to put pressure on Newcastle.
Nathan Coe dealing with the feet to make that save. Now Rojas is onside here. A bit more pain here for Newcastle. It's Naboo! Sliding in just on the edge of the 6-yard box. Couldn't get the contact he wanted.
It was a tough one to deal with. He was going at full pace, as was the ball hit by Marco Rojas. Just couldn't get the stretch he needed. And so our Victory dealt with the demons out of last week. Well, they've kept the ball better, they've moved it quicker, they've been positive, they've put Newcastle under pressure with and without the ball, and that set the platform. And Newcastle have been asleep at the wheel pretty much since the start of the game, and that's assisted the Melbourne Victory cause. There's no escaping the fact that they still had to go on with it, and I think it's safe to say that Melbourne Victory are back on the horse.
Taggart offside. 2 minutes of the 3 additional played. It's going to be a late flourish here for the Victory. Wroxham dispossessed. Ribeiro. Short for Zatkovic. The only good thing you can say about Newcastle is that since losing Taylor Regan and conceding the penalty, they've only conceded 1 more goal. Otherwise, it's been a pretty rotten day to be a Jets fan. Down goes Nabu. No time for any free kick to be awarded or taken. Jared Gillett brings proceedings to a close, and the ghosts of Gosford have been banished to the history books for Melbourne Victory. A great response after the capitulation against the Mariners last weekend. 3 points for the Victory. Sighs of relief in some ways that they're back to winning ways.